For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better
Alright guys, this is Lance Lisciotti, and we're joining a match in progress here with Dan Uccello and Eric Tang. We're playing a race to 11 9-ball, and they got some action on it, and they want to get some practice in for my upcoming tournament here at Rax March 9th, the Underdog Open, which is going to be on the 7-foot tables, the Valleys and these 2 diamonds. So they wanted to get some practice in, and I thought it was a good match to stream. And Dan got off to a great start. He's up 3-0, and he's got a very great chance to run out here. So that would be pretty strong to jump out 4-0 in a race to 11. I mean, that's Eric Tang on paper is the better player. He's about a 640 Fargo, and Dan is about a 600, like a 595 or something. So on paper, Eric is the, probably like 11-8, 11-9 winner. But with Dan jumping out to a 3-0, potentially 4-0 lead, that changes things quite a bit. So just bear with me for a sec, guys. I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just sharing this to a couple groups here. Alright guys, please like and share the stream if you can. Just try to get this out there. I'm sure there's a lot of people who'd love to watch this match. So, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8. Not sure what's going on here. I don't know if a player broke and made a ball, or we're gonna find out. I think it's Eric's. I think Eric's at the table. All right. So you could play safe behind the 4. I'm gonna go like back here with the cue ball. Yep. Overran it a little. But the 9's helping to protect a little bit. He gave up the left edge of the 1. Dan might be able to make the 1-3 combo in the side. It's pretty tough though, and the cue ball might be going up to the corner. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh. He didn't have a look on the 2 either, but alright, so Eric's got an opportunity here. He's going to want to make the 1, try to come back somewhere in this area for the 2 on the side. And then the 3 goes in the other side, and the 4 is good. The 4 to the 5 is the key if you get to the 2. He's going to fall a little long. But let's see, can he just cut the 2 in and have the cue ball stop on the 6 and maybe it like rolls up a little, which is okay. Let's see what he's going to do here. Okay, so that's good. He still has the corner and he's got an angle coming this way with the cue ball, which is good for the 4. So the 4 to the 5 is going to be tricky here. He might have to take the 4 and then shoot the 5 in the top right corner. We're going to see. Depends how he gets on the 4. That 9 ball's a big ball. It's kind of in the way of the other path. Uh-oh. So, yeah, you just roll forward with the cue ball, take the 5 in the corner. He could draw up this way, but I don't know. He could even use the rail and spin up that way, but I'm not sure. He could even go into the 5 to move it up table, because it is in a pretty bad spot, but I think you just go forward here and take it in the corner. And he agrees. And that's, yeah, he didn't want to get dead straight, because he didn't want to be, you know, this provides a nice angle to come out for just anywhere off the rail, so you have a good look at the 6. You just want to be stuck on the rail. So you really just put all your attention into pocketing this ball. I'm not sure why his line is like here. That would be using like low to come out, where I would probably use like a little bit of high and even come out like up table and just take a nice cut on the 6s. Like even if you fall like here, that's good. Just put a little like right on it, a little high right. Okay. Well done. Now he's got, looks like a stop shot. He might have a little bit of an angle going to the left long rail. Yeah, he did have a little angle going that way. No, this is not ideal. This makes life harder than he would have liked. He can play it in this corner. He can play it in this corner. He's gonna, looks like he wants, yeah, I don't think he knows yet. The problem with playing it in the low right corner is there might be a scratch on the side. And even if you play it in the low left corner, there might be a scratch over on that side. So he's gonna choose the bottom right. Pete Brown, the owner of Racks here, says Dan needs to tone it down. He's gonna cause himself to go for 100, 200 in the player auction, yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. And Eric might be looking for value. Like, well, guys, Dan just beat me, so don't buy me. Action matches usually do have an effect on the Calcutta if they're close to the tournament time, which this is. Oh, we didn't hit that too well. He might have miscued. That cue ball almost looked like it might have jumped a little bit. So I think Dan's got a nice look at the corner here, and you just pull the cue ball off to the rail and back out for the 9 on the side. Good shot. Yeah, you got real good on this 9. And Eric concedes it. And Dan takes a 5-0 lead. Wow. Let's look up some Fargos here. We've got Dan Uccello is a 591, and Eric Tang is a 636. So Eric Tang has a 45-point Fargo advantage. And that's a pretty sizable advantage, but the 7-footer probably reduces that a little bit. Dan's very comfortable on it. I don't know how much Eric plays on it. All right, guys, I'm joined by Kenny Hoke now in the booth. How we doing, Kenny?
Not too bad. How we doing?
So, Dan's up with a 5-0 lead, Kenny.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Dan came to play.
Yeah, he sure did.
I mean, from what I've been watching, Dan has he's made most of his shots he's been shooting, but Eric really hasn't had too many chances. I mean, besides that last rack, but Dan's been on point.
So, Dan could play the 3. I don't know if it's in his best interest. There's some safeties you could play. It looks like he's going to go in on the shot, which with a 5-0 lead, I don't blame him. Oh, look at this in the side, but do you get a shot?
Oh, man.
Oh, you got to
He's
roll
big
with
in
it
rolls.
hanging, yeah. Pete Brown saying incredible hope.
What up, Pete?
So this is not great. I mean, this
What
is...
do you do here?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to go to the rail with probably some right-hand English to straighten up the cue ball.
Almost like 2 rails.
What, from the bottom? Nah, I think that like this, like look at all this stuff in the way. You know, the 5's in the way, the 9 might be in the way. Oh, you mean 2 rails
Maybe,
this way?
yeah, maybe that way.
Yeah, so let me draw a proper line. That's not proper, but that's what you're going to get, chat. Now, I think this is the move. It looks like his natural line, the 9 is blocking it, so you just go beyond it with a little bit of right or low right. And if you make it, you get a look. Yeah, so he checked it up too much. But look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might
Throws a
help him
hex on
out.
things.
Well, you know what, though? Dan's very fortunate here because with the 4 hanging, he takes ball in hand, puts it here, makes the 3, and goes into these with the cue ball.
Right.
And they all spread, you know, and then he still has a look at the 4 in the top left.
He can even, I was just going to say, he can even break it out in the shot.
Yeah. Now, you don't want to slam this. You don't need to slam it. You want to hit it, you know, enough to just open them. Yeah, that was a very good speed. And that's not great. That's going to be a problem.
Does a 5 go by the 6?
That's what he's looking at. I don't think so. And even if it does, pretty tough to get really good on it. Yeah, that's what he's... Oh, he's looking at the combo. Okay, so he might be able to back cut that 5-9 combo in if he gets, like, you know, like over here with the cue ball. And there is a gap between the 5-9, so it's definitely possible. But it's hard to get the cue ball over there. He's almost, like, dead straight. He can cheat the pocket a little bit. You know what? If I'm him, I'm swinging for the 9. He is too. And this is gonna be closer than you think, because like you're cutting the 5 to like here to back cut the 9.
Gotta watch out for the cue ball though.
Yeah, he'll put some low on it to just bring it to the side rail and out. I think he makes this. I really do. This looks really hard, and it is. It's not easy, but
yeah,
great shot, Dan.
Nice shot.
Let's take another look at that one. He hit this really well. And he fluked the 5 in, so he would have had a good chance to run out, even if it didn't go in. So Dan with a 6-0 lead. Eric's got to be wondering what he did to deserve this.
Now, are they moving back to regular rack, or were they using the regular rack the whole time?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Were they using the magic rack earlier, or did
I'm not sure.
Curious about that.
Oh yeah, well I think so because they were practicing for my tournament that's coming up, and that's going to be hand rack. So I believe they've been hand racking the whole time.
Okay.
So let's pay attention to that wing ball. No wing. No random ball. No one ball.
Wow.
So Eric with an opportunity. Not a very great opportunity here. I mean, the 1, 2, 3 is tough. The 1 to the 2, you got to. Hopefully, he's got the angle to draw back to back cut the 2. Cliff asking if Dan wins, do we think they play a second set? It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, it depends what the score is. If Dan keeps this up and it's lopsided, Eric might say, it's just not my day. But Eric does have a 45-point Fargo edge, so you know he's supposed to think, well, you know, the underdog won a set, and I want to get my money back and play another one. So I could see it going either way.
You know, this ain't over though.
Flamingo Joe, all the way from Arizona, checking in. What's up, Joe? Joe, share the stream, brother. I need all them Arizona guys to see all this stuff. So Eric, navigating his way through the hard part. Now he's in a great spot to run out. He solved the hard part. Now it's just execute and get out.
Does that 6? Yeah, passes the 9, right?
Yeah, it goes to the bottom left, and he's got everything he needs right here. He would have liked an angle. Yeah, well, he would have liked an angle to go to the right long rail. Now he's just drawing, which it's fine. He doesn't have to do too much. Even if he just stopped the ball, it wouldn't be horrible. But he'd like to draw back a little bit. Oh, he went forward. Nothing wrong with that. He hit it good.
Nice shot. Good chance for Eric to get on the board.
Yeah, and yeah, he needs to. Definitely needs to fast. I mean, 6-0, race 11. That's half the set. Yeah, Joe. It's a straight race. There was no weight given. Dan just came out swinging. This might get funny off the 9. Okay, good shot. Good shot. So you just roll this in and go forward for the 8 on the side.
Want a little angle.
Yeah.
There you go for the 9.
Yep, perfect. He could go forward, he could draw, probably draw, play the 9 in the bottom left.
Stun it over.
Yeah. Pretty comfortable. So Eric to get on the board that he desperately needs. He's got to try to change this momentum. And he's on the board, 6-1.
What's everyone's predicting?
Yeah, chat, you got any predictions? This is tough. I don't know. I mean, Eric's got 45 points on Dan, but this is tough to come back from. This is a big deficit.
Sure is, especially in 9-ball. I mean,
And
10-ball is one thing where you can play a lot of safe, but
well, you can string racks in 9-ball. It is a great game to come back from, but usually with the template.
Right,
where you start breaking like God and you make 2-3 balls and you're getting tic-tac-toe outs. With the hand rack, every out is usually tougher. You don't make as many balls or any.
Yeah, it seems like the last few breaks from Dan were little clusters.
Pete's predicting 11-8 Dan, and I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
That would still be Eric outscoring him 10-5 from here. I'm sorry, what was it, 11-8? 7-5.
Yep.
Sarah Sweeney in the chat. Hi, babes. She said hi, Kenny.
Hi.
All right, so Eric had a nice break, and he's got a good opening look at the 2. You roll this in, and you take the 3 in the bottom left corner. And then you got the 4 and the 5 right there. So this is the key shot. Fell a little short, but nothing wrong with. No, this is perfect actually.
Yeah, he's actually good.
Yeah, now you just go off the left long rail and back out to centerist table below the 7. You take the 4-5 and the 6 is hanging. And this is a great chance for Eric to break and run. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, overrolled it a little bit.
Yikes. And this could really hurt because with how nice the balls lay, it's hard just to kick. And even if you do kick and hit it, you might give up a look. This is not a good spot to be in. Alright, so here we go.
Going one rail.
You could make it clean. You could make it off the 5. Look at this. Oh, Oh,
Good attempt.
wow. He hit
Very
it
nice.
good. He hit it full. Cliff Tyler, thanks for the 1,000 stars, brother. Appreciate you. He hit it really well, and he almost made it in off the 5. And worst case, I mean, he sold out. A great look. Dan's got an angle. He'll probably go 2 rails out above the 9.
Yeah, he's got to be on the side he's on for the 5, probably.
I think he pockets it and go. Oh, I don't have my drawing tool up. 1 second here, Jan. I think he goes above to like back out to like here for the 5. That's yep. Good shot, Dan. Luckily, he's not jacked up over the 7. He can pocket the 5. There is like a 1 in 100 scratch here on the side, but it's pretty unlucky when it happens. He might even go all the way up table. It looks like he's holding it. Yep.
Oh no, you just jinxed him.
Well, no, it's just so natural. You always come really close to it, unless you protect against it. So this could get tricky. Playing position out of balls, hanging in the corner is tough. He's looking like he might go rail first, which I'm not in love with. I like slow right and just let it really spin and come out for the 7 in the side or the corner. Hey, hit this good. Oh, a little short. Oh,
Yeah, on the wrong side.
50. 50-yard line. So he's going to take it in the side with low right and check the cue ball up 1 rail. Yep, nice shot. And he's got it. This is good because now he's got an angle to either go 2 rails and out, or he's got some options. Yeah, I'll go 2 rails. Go like 1, 2, and kind of like something like that. He could really juice it up and go to the our left side of the 9 for in the bottom right. That's what he did, and that caused him to miss the ball. I think that was a mental mistake there. I think you just make it and go 1 rail or 2 rails and up for the 9 bottom left, but I could be wrong. Because look, his position, he overrolled it. Had he had made the 8, the position wasn't great.
Is this 8-ball makeable? That's the question.
Yeah,
Is it
probably.
frozen?
Yeah,
Looks
that'd be awful unlucky if it was frozen, but
Yeah.
I think he can make it. Use some right hand English. And he's going to fall pretty good here, just on the rail. Yeah, it's not
speed.
great, but it's a good look. It's a good look. He's got to be pretty happy with it. Considering Dan looked like he was going to run out. And this could be a slight shift in the momentum. This could be the first domino to fall right here. Is Dan failing to get out, and then Eric getting out. And now instead of 7-1, we go to 6-2.
Yep, it's a snowball momentum.
Yep, and there's probably some knee slaps going on right now.
He's got a sore knee for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Still early for, it's about halfway for Dan. I mean, Eric's got a lot of work to do, but
I think if I'm Eric, I'm thinking to myself, I want to catch Dan. I want to catch a gear and catch Dan around 9, which is very tough to do. You're talking he just won 2 in a row, and he still has to outscore him 7-3 to make it 9-9 from here. So very tough to do, but it's a goal. You really don't want to, even 9's scary. That's pre-hill, and if the guy gets there, he could break and run, and you don't even get a shot.
Yep.
But you gotta have a goal. So the break's going to be big for Eric to mount a comeback. Let's see what his break looks like.
well,
Not great. A little weak.
they're both having a little trouble. I don't know if they're not hitting them square, or if gaps in the rack, or
That's a good question, Pete. I'm going to look that up real quick. So Eric was like, it was a 45-point difference, and I remember Dan was 591. So that would make Eric 636 would be 45. 36 and 9, yep, okay. So they would play 5-4 in the Underdog Open. That's going to be March 9th at Rax. They will be playing 5-4. So Dan would have won 5-0. Ship to Sherbert. Eric would have been on the B side. So now, after that 5-0, had they played again, it would be 2-1 Eric in a 5-4 race. So it would be an even race to 3 from here. All right, so that's not great. So you see, I can feel the momentum swinging, Kenny. I don't know if you feel it, but I can feel it swinging a little bit. Joe saying no glasses for Dan. So Dan is wearing contacts now. Which, you know, you got to think there's a little adjusting for him to do, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe
For all you gamblers out there, no, Dan forgot his glasses at the house.
Yeah, he's playing blind.
I'll take them, I guess. No, it's good thing for Dan, though. I've always been very lucky in my life to have good vision. I know that you take it for granted, you know.
Yeah. Well, this is no picnic.
Yeah.
What do you do here? Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Dan's going to bury the 3 behind the 8 and try to leave him up table, I think.
I don't know if he can see it. He might have to jack up and spin around the 9 a little bit.
I thought he could see an edge.
Alright, so nope, that 8's not going. So Eric with a good opportunity here. 3 ball, the 4's right there, the 5's hanging, the 6 is right after it.
Yeah.
7's right there. 8 and 9 are hangers.
Cut the deficit in half.
Yeah. You just got to get these next 2 shots right here. I mean, you got to get your proper line on the 4 to go to. Oh boy. I don't know. That was a big mistake. He knows it too.
Not too sure what he was trying to do there.
Yeah, I don't know why he would try to get anywhere even close to this side of the 4. You'd rather be above it than this side. Unless he didn't want to deal. I thought he was just going to get straight on the 4, stop shot, and have the 5 right there, play in between the 7-9. It looks like he wanted to be below the 4 to come to the right long rail and be straight in on the 5 and not have to deal with the gap between the 7-9, but that caused him to severely overrun it. He might be able to slice this in, but there's a scratch in the side pockets. He's looking at banking it because the 5 ball makes it a big pocket.
And the 8 ball is there if he can draw out of the bank. No, he can't draw out of that.
Yeah, I think he's going to bank. But you got to be careful of the scratch on the side if you bank. Alright, is he going to get away with it?
Give Dan a chance here.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like the 4 might go. He's checking it out. And I don't know. This is. I kind of think it goes, but I don't know. It's really close. They're talking about it now.
I don't think it goes, honestly.
I'm sure there's a bunch of APA 2s and 3s that would love to watch this hit for them right now.
Yeah. They might be coming to get you to watch it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I'd go watch it. Yeah, they got Frank. There you go.
Perfect.
I told you they'd find an APA 2 or 3.
Oh, wow.
What do you think, Frank? Good hit? Good hit? Okay. Clean, says Joe Motica. This is bad choice for ref. So now what do? I like slow inside English here. You get really close to the 6, but yeah, see he's gonna draw in between the 6-7, which you got to worry about the scratch or that. Wow, that worked out, but that was fortunate.
Wow. Now what do you do here? You have to run into the 9?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Just go right into it. Use it as a stopper. Because the 8's a hanger, and
Yeah.
the 9's going to be by like the middle diamond.
You just don't want to stop right there. I mean, even if you did, it'd be a tougher shot in the 7, but
You don't go into it firm, just gentle, like that.
Yep.
Just like that. And like I said, where the 8 is, like, you know, that 9's no problem. So he can choose to go here and have a natural angle to come out, or he can come out more and go 2 rails through the 8. Yeah, he's going to have to go 2 rails. He's going to use high right, and he's going to use this rail, and come out. Or he could use low left, but yeah, high right is what he's using, which is more natural. Yep, good shot, Dan. And should be pretty routine. And this would extend his lead to 7-2, which is pretty powerful. Yeah, just like that, 7-2, Dan Uccello. The 45-point underdog.
wow.
He's getting it done.
Yep.
Getting it done. Ronnie says 11-5, Mr. Tilt. That's his prediction. I think a little tighter. I'm thinking, I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking 11-7 or 8.
It's a big game, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
gonna say 6.
If Eric gets to 8, Dan feels the footsteps a little bit, you know? He feels that pressure. At 7, you don't really feel it. But at 8, you might start feeling it. That's this whole game. It's all pressure. It's just applying pressure on your opponent, dealing with the pressure of yourself, you know, your personal pressure. This game's all about pressure. And right now, Dan is applying it to Eric.
Sure is. Dan doesn't look to have any problems here. I think he's good if he gets.
This is the key here.
Yeah, this gets good on the 4.
But the 6 to the 7 can be tricky. You gotta. It's not a hanger out.
Wow.
Keep going. Okay.
He's all right.
Yeah. Now he can go 2 rails. Now the 8 ball's a big ball, but you just gotta navigate around. If he uses running English or high, the 8 might come into play a little bit. Let's see what he's gonna do. He fell short of the 8. Good shot. And he's got and he's got a nice angle leading up table to the 6. So that was well done. So he's got options here. If he's a little, he can slow spin with left and come like that. That's ideal. He might be too thin. Yeah, he was too thin, so he had to go to the other side, which he hit this pretty good. It would have liked to been up table a little bit more.
So what do you like, the 7 on the side, or do you like it?
No, if it's me, I'm just putting a bunch of right-hand English on it, and I'm spinning like that. But I like those slow spin shots. I feel comfortable with them. He shot the same shot. And
Perfect.
look at this. Pretty good. Pretty sporty there, Dan.
You can even go 8 in the side here if you wanted.
Yeah. Anytime there's a ball on the table where the 8 is, you know, you're always going to have many options. Even if you fall short or overrun it, you always have backup options. And this is good. Nice line. So Dan looking to run out to take an 8-2 lead.
Dan's looking very calm tonight, shooting.
Yeah, when you're running out and and you have a nice lead, you know, it's easy to feel calm, you know.
Yeah.
If he misses this, he wouldn't feel too calm. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I just spoke too soon.
Could that be a chink in the armor?
I don't know.
Could that be the second domino to fall? Remember I said there was a domino earlier.
Yeah. Well,
Could
if the
that
second
be,
one falls, then we're doomed.
That could be a second one. So that's huge. 8-2 or 7-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him. Pete says I cursed him. I got him. Sarah Sweeney's a knee slap time. Yeah, you know that knee's getting torn up right now.
Yeah, he's.
All right, so look, Eric changed sides on the break.
Made a ball.
He made a ball, and he almost got a great look at the one. He played for the one to go up there. Oh, no, he broke from the other side. But anyways, I don't know if he can cut this one in. He might be able to use a bunch of low right or just right and just spin it in. And with where the 2-ball is, you could end up with a look. So I don't know. Let's see. He could bank it too, back to where he's shooting from. Oh, he did have to cut.
Yeah, with the game being how it is, I would think he would have to shoot that and not play safe.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some aggression out of him, you know?
Yeah.
Try to fire his way back in.
He's got a good chance to get out here.
Yeah, sure does. 3, 5, 6 in the same pocket.
Yep.
And then the 7's a little tricky because the 9's blocking you to get to the 8, but the 8's close enough to the corner where he should be okay.
Yeah, you know the saying, one game usually costs 2.
Yeah, for sure.
That 9 ball is still going to kick Dan.
Yeah, so momentum shifting. It's just, you can feel it. You can just feel the momentum shifting.
Yeah.
Will Alley in the chat, what's up, Will?
What's going on, Will?
Yeah, this is a pretty good one, and with Dan jumping out to a big lead, you got to think that could come down to a pretty great finish. If Eric buckles down and gets some breaking runs, which he's working on right here, and I don't see anything stopping him. He got good on the 7. He can just draw back. Just don't touch the 9. Just draw back, and then 8, 9, boom, boom, and we got 7-4. Oh, didn't want to hit
no.
that. That was
too far.
Yeah, he got away with that.
It's all right.
Yeah, so he can play the 8-9 same pocket, or he can just roll this in, play the 9 in the top right. I like playing the 9 in the same pocket. Just nice confident stroke here. Yeah, he hit that perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Alley says Eric has no give up in him. I agree. He doesn't show much emotion, and he battles.
So we got Eric to break. I think he made the 6 ball. He's got a shot on the 1 to carry him into the 5, I think is a shot. See what he decides. Yeah, Pete. I guess that's a good point, Pete. Saying to let the guy completely, if he's on a break and run, let him break and run completely. Don't concede the 9 so he doesn't shoot it. That's a good point, Pete. I'd have to agree with you there. So Dan with ball in hand. Yeah, Joe, don't intervene the rack. I agree. Okay, so not too sure what he was, kind of looked like he was undecided when he shot it. He missed ball in hand on the 1. Gives Eric a good chance right here. So he's probably just going to shoot this rail first, the bottom rail first, and then, try to land right where his cue just was, center table. That'll work. Nice shot there by Eric. So he probably wants to be kind of right below the side pocket where he's at right now to shoot the 4. I think he's going 1 rail and back. Yeah. Go for that side pocket. So he got a little funny on this. I'm not sure if he I think he's looking to bank this. Yeah, he missed. Got pretty good on that. Just decided to take the stop shot, stop it right there for the 9 in the corner.
All right, back in action here. What we got? 8-4, 9-4?
8-4, Dan.
8-4.
Yeah, Eric kind of just he hung I think it was a 5 ball in the corner and gave Dan a 3 or 4 ball out.
Yikes! So he had a chance to get out, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so the momentum going
got
back and
funny
forth.
On a shot, yeah. I mean, he barely missed the bank too. He hung it, so.
Momentum has just been swinging, huh?
Yeah, back and forth.
All right, so the almighty break here. Let's see what Dan gets for results. The 8 ball, the wing ball is worth paying attention to, and the 1 ball. All right, so the wing went right in and the 1 ball.
I wonder what that's like for Dan to play pool for like however long he's been playing, let's say 20 years. And then to all of a sudden start playing without glasses, but your vision's fixed.
Yeah.
How weird is that? You know, how weird does that probably feel?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it takes some adjusting.
Of course.
I bet it's worse going the other way when your vision's good and then you need glasses all of a sudden.
Sure.
But maybe he started with glasses. Who knows?
That'll probably happen to most of us, you know, in our age.
All right, so can he not make the 2? What's he looking at there? Oh, he's got a line. He's got an angle going out that way. He might be banking it out.
No, where he wants to be on the 3, I think.
Yeah, he played the bank. And Tony the Tiger in the chat. Any spots open for the underdog tourney, Lance? No, Tony, it's sold out. I can add you to the wait list, but even that's pretty lengthy at this point too. That filled up quicker than I thought it would. So Eric with a great opportunity here, and he made that. And he's got a good look on the 3, and he can draw back for the 4 in the bottom right corner. He could go forward for the 4 on the side. I like to draw back because you already have a nice line to go into the 5.
Yep.
And you don't have to deal with the 9. If you go forward, you got to like worry about the 9. So he overrolled a little bit, but you might be able to just draw and just pinch and take a steep cut on the 5. Will Alley in the chat looking forward to the underdog and the Valley Open. Yeah, those should be some great events. Great events for sure.
Yep.
Sarah Sweeney in the chat. Love to see some female competitors on Make a Score Tour action matches like this. Yeah. When are you getting on? Who are you playing? You're up. Hunter Wilson's liked the stream. Thanks, Hunter. All right, so Eric with a makeable shot here.
I think he's drawing it back, going the side.
Yeah.
Do you like going straight over?
I like going straight over for
Yeah,
the 6 in
me
the
too.
corner. You don't have to play with the cue ball as much.
Yeah.
But he hit
That's a
it.
good shot.
Yeah, he hit it great.
Yeah.
Now he's got a little angle here going into the 7, like if he draws. So he'll probably go forward with high. Just roll it in. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, Joe, I don't know. You could back it. Well, if the game's right, yeah, I'll be the backer. She goes to 1, and these guys go to 100. Run it. Bet whatever you want. All right, so this is a big shot here. This is big. Looks like he's going to play it in the bottom left and then come out for the 9 in the bottom right.
He had a similar shot to this on an 8 ball earlier in the earlier in the match. I think to get him to 2. Remember, he missed it.
A lot of pressure on the shot.
Yeah.
He made it.
Nice shot.
But I don't like what he did with the cue ball. I think if you play that shot, you use low, what would that have been? Low left, and you play the 9 in the bottom right. But let's see. I mean, he's got a pretty good look at it, but it's definitely missable.
Yeah.
So he's going to roll it in with follow, with high English. Made it. And, yeah, all right, good shot.
Eric.
Keeps him in the set. 8-5, we got a game.
Yep.
That's huge. I mean, that was a big game. Yeah. Now he breaks and runs 8-6.
Yep.
Tom Shine, he knows big shot, big game. Yep. Big dog. He's in the underdog open. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Oof.
He should be going for like at least 600-700 in the Calcutta, at least.
Oof.
So Eric would love a break and run here, and to pull within 8-6. I mean, that would be huge. What was he? What was he down? What was it when he got on the board? Was it 6-0 or 7-0?
It was 6-1.
So 6-1 was.
Yeah. And then 6-2.
Yeah, Pete knows what's up. Send some stars. Yeah, he's been stuck. I mean, big this whole set.
Right.
Carlton Beach, thanks for liking the stream.
Carlton?
How you doing? All right, so Dan was making the wing and the 1. Let's see if Eric makes the 7 ball in the bottom right. No. Well, it looks dry. And Dan's going to have a shot, but the 1 to the 2 is tough. 2 ball goes, but it's tough to get there because the 7's in the way. George,
Can you get around it?
George Sexer, if you're asking how much first place in the tournament is, it's 2,000. It's 120 entry, 2,000 for first. 1 day, 64, handicapped. It's full, but I'll have some more tournaments. You got to get back over here, buddy. You're in I don't know where you at these days. Portugal. George gets around. Gets around pretty good. George, who was it that saw Lucas met John Fernandez the other night at Snookers for the first time ever, which I thought was pretty interesting. I guess John's been playing a little bit more lately, or I don't know. So Lucas said he's trying to get back into it a little bit, or just come around a little, I guess. I don't know. So that's a good save by Eric. He might have given up the edge.
It's a touchy shot right here, though.
Yeah, I mean,
if you run into the 7, you're going to give a shot.
Yeah,
the 1, you have to bank the 1.
He's going to feather it.
Yeah, see?
And he might have got away with it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. His body language says no.
But you know Dan.
Yeah.
He could be locked up, frozen to a ball, and he's still unhappy.
Yeah, and at worst, Eric could go rail first and still make the 1. He looks like he can cut it.
Yeah.
Oh, he played all safe. Nothing wrong with that. Good shot.
Yep.
I don't think he can kick at it from either the top rail or the right long rail.
You have to go 1 rail at it.
From which rail? Oh, from the left long rail?
Long rail, yeah. And then you might even get lucky and go behind the 6.
You mean like this?
Just a little straighter than that, but...
You mean kicking at it from that rail?
Yeah.
Yeah, George, that's where he was at. That's what Lucas said at Snookers. Jerry, thanks for liking the stream. All right, so Dan looks like he's going to tie up the 3 on the 8. And I think Eric might play for 3 fouls here.
I think that's the smartest. It's a lot of... I think that might be the way to go.
So Eric thinking if he wants to try to run out here or play safe. So he's going to go for the out. Or he's going to make the 1 and lock him up behind the 5 with the 2 ball.
Might be banking the 1. No, he's playing it.
It's a big rack.
Yeah.
I mean, every rack's pretty big, but, this is a big rack. He wants Dan to feel some pressure. He needs it, He really needs for Dan to feel some pressure. And I'm sure Dan's starting to feel it, but Not as much as Eric wants him to feel.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Change of events.
Yeah, you got away with that one.
Got perfect on that 3 too.
Yeah. So Dan might be able to kick and stick here behind the 6, and the 2 goes down towards the bottom left corner.
Usually these are the type of shots that accidentally go in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, you kick it straight in the bottom left corner and
Yep.
freeze on the 6.
Yeah.
All right, so he made a good hit, and Eric. Yeah, I don't know. This slay's kind of goofy. Yeah. You could pick a 2-9 combo. You could pick the 2 on the bottom right and try to run out, but the 9's kind of in the way of the cue ball.
I think he might play safe, bank the 2 back down table, and try to get the cue ball up behind the 3-8.
It looks like he's attacking. Looks like he's going to play the 2 bottom right, come out for the 3 in the bottom left. Oh, he played all safe.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Wow, that was good. Great,
Yeah.
great shot.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough spot for Dan.
So what do you do here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it looks like he can kick. Looks like he can kick here with maybe a little bit of reverse, a little bit of left-hand English to straighten it out to the 2.
Yeah, I think that's all he has.
Yeah, I don't see anything else really. And it's really not easy to tie up any balls from here.
I know.
He's looking to
Tie the 3 up. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. He had to try something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Eric with ball in hand, and the only ball that's a little goofy is this 5 ball here. But where the 4 is, you know, leads you pretty decent to the 5. So I felt pretty good here. It's got a little bit of an angle, I think, going.
It's gonna go up and
Actually, it might
one
be.
rail and down.
I don't know. It might be straight.
Yeah, he's stopping it.
Okay. Now we might have to go forward with some left and have the cue ball come this way. But it's hard because you don't want to get straight in on the 5 because you need to come out for the 6.
Yeah, and you can't go. That's a tough spot for that 5 ball.
Yeah, I can't tell what his angle is on the 4. He'd like see where he's aiming. He wants to keep an angle to go from the 5 to the 6. He doesn't want to get straight.
I think he wants to be like within the first diamond.
Yeah, good shot. Nothing wrong with that. And you just make this with some high or some high right, whatever you want. You can put left on it, you can put whatever you want on it. Steve Sutton just joining us saying, wow, Dan's up 8-5 against Eric. Dan was up 6-0 and then 7-1, I think. He's had a big lead, and now Eric's starting to grind back. And he looks like he's got a great chance to run out here to make it 8-6.
Did he get straight on that?
Yeah, he's okay. He can go forward with a bunch of left. If he had to, he could draw. Steve Sutton, this is a 7-foot diamond. We have some 7-foot diamonds here at racks, one 9-foot diamond, some valleys, gold crown. We got everything. Uh-oh, that's not great. That is not good. Yikes.
He got too straight on that. That's what I thought. It looked like he was pretty straight.
Yeah, this is no good.
So this is a deciding rack, too.
This is, he might have to just play safe here. I mean, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you bet at all on a thin cut like this. The bank is not great. I don't know. You might have to just play safe here. Let's see. He might be banking it.
I think he's going for it.
Yeah, but it's you don't get a great look at the 9. Yeah, that look would have been pretty decent on the 9. All right, so he'd like this to stay straight.
It's a tester for Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. This is no duck. He got down on it real quick like it's a duck.
Yeah. Just glad to be back at the table.
He must have an angle to go forward 2 rails. Oh, he was dead. Wow. In that case, how do you not just draw? Yeah, like draw for a stop shot, or if you're that straight enough to make it and scratch, I think you got to just use draw on the cue ball.
Yeah, it goes back to what you were saying. He just got down on it, you know. He didn't take his time at all. He kind of just rushed it.
He wanted to cheat the pocket a little bit and go forward 2 rails, you know, but I don't know. I think that was a mental mistake. And now Eric finds himself right in the game, back in the game, 8-6.
5-3 race to the cheese.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely swung now.
Yeah, that's going to stick with Dan.
Steve Sutton looking for a rematch from Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger, Anthony Blaze got the best of him in Vegas. Yeah, Will Alley, I agree. All right, so let's see this 8 ball, bottom left corner, the wing ball. Right in.
Yep.
Both players I've seen have had better results from that side of the table.
Looks like Eric put a little bit more into that one, too.
Yeah, the only ball he doesn't have, well, not the only ball, but he doesn't have a good look here. He's going to have to play safe, buying the 2. You put some high right on the 1, you bank it back towards like where the cue ball is, that general area, and you just play all cue ball behind the 2. You could use high right, you could even use high left and go 2 rails behind the 2. That's actually probably better. Miss Blaze in the chat. What's up, Miss Blaze? Yeah, nice little 2 rail safety behind the 2. Well done.
That looks so nice when it happened, when it locks up like that.
Yeah.
So good.
Robert, thanks for liking the stream. So I think Dan was in the bathroom, or took a quick bathroom break. Went to wash his hands and collect himself. He's got to be feeling the heat now.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Okay, he's back. All right, so if you're Dan, you got to buckle down. You know, you really got to buckle down. You got to say, I've had this set. I had a big lead. Now the guy's coming back on me. I got to stop the bleeding. I got to buckle down. Now he finds himself in a tough spot behind the 2, kicking at the 1. But
yeah, he has to really get this next rack.
Oh, he just missed it.
It's easier said than done, but this rack is very important to him.
Yeah, so Eric's got a great chance here. You got the 1-2 right there. You got the 3 that kind of leads to the 4. The 4 to the 5 could be a little tricky. 4 to the 5 is probably the ball to look at later. This 1-2-3 should be pretty routine. Well, you don't want to get straight.
I think he'd be all right if he top right on it.
All right, so it's all right. You just roll it in. You could go back and forth, but you just probably roll it in with a little bit of left. And you take your shot on the 4 in the top right corner. You might have to go back and forth, actually. Probably is. Yeah, a little back and forth action.
Good shot.
Now, this is the key here, 4 to the 5. And he fell a little funny here. He could go.
Do you like the side for the 5, or do you?
Well, now he's got an angle. It looks like going this way, so he might be able to use high left and do like one of these. I think that's probably pretty good.
What about the stun just to the center of the table?
I don't know if he's got enough. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if he's got enough angles. Yeah, I like that. He looks like that's what he's doing. He looks like he's on the low side of the ball. Okay, drew into it.
That works, yeah.
And with the 6 being where it is, that's why he could get away with that. If the 6 was where the 7 is,
Yeah, he's
then
in danger.
yeah. But with them being so close to each other, he knew he'd end up with something pretty good. So 5 in the bottom left, 6 in the top left, 7 in the top right. Looks like a good game plan here. He's taking his time. He knows this is big, and he's clawing back. I mean, this would be 8-7 if he gets out here. And you got to say he's probably the favorite from there to win with just how momentum's swinging.
I would think so. Yeah, and it's not like Eric hasn't grinded before. You know, Eric used to go out to Vegas, you know, almost every year for APA singles.
Okay, so he drew back for the 6 on the side. Good shot. He's got a nice angle. He's got to be cautious here because you don't want to fall too thin on the 7.
Yeah.
He'd like to get to about that diamond, the middle diamond, but he might be a little straight. Tom, you got Dan -2. I'll take it. How much? Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, you bet that with Lucas? I should have known. Only Lucas would get the 45-point favorite in 2 games.
Yeah.
All right, so this is very important here. He can use low left. He can use high right. He's going with high right. It looks like he's got enough angle where he can get out of there.
It's easy to miss. It's easy to rattle this ball.
Yeah, I think the move here is high right. Now there is a potential scratch with high right in the side here, but if you hit it good, your cue ball comes out on more of that type of line. Oh, I think he went rail first. Let's take another look at that one. What did he do here? Did he go rail first? Yeah, he sure did. Yeah.
I was wondering how he got that much angle.
Yeah. All right, so he's gonna have a cut in the side here. That was a tough ball to make rail first. I mean, with that speed and all that, he hit that well, except for the position. All right, so here we go. Pressure cooker in the side to pull with an 8-7. This is huge. This is huge. And he's ice in the veins. Ice in the veins. Let's take another look at that one. That's huge.
Not the easiest shot either.
No, that is a tough shot. And here we go. 8-7.
Yep.
We got a game. Eric is back from the dead.
So now what's everyone's predictions?
Yeah, we had a bunch of 11-8, 11-7, 11-6 stands earlier. Now what do you got, chat? Sarah Sweeney with a boom in the chat.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Copyrighted by Bobby Hilton. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll let you get away with it.
Okay,
We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
Just one time.
And look at this. Look at this. Those broke really good. The 1 and the 2 is your big problem here. The 4... 4 to the 5 could be a little tricky, but not really. And then 6-7 is easy. 7 to the 8 could be a little tough sometimes. All right, this is big here. Where's he gonna play the 2? Same pocket or in the side? In the left side or the right side?
The right side from us.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you roll. Oh.
Just enough. Look at this. I mean, he still has a very, very thin cut in the side, and the cue ball is going to be coming out hot. He could, It's a little wild, but he could just play the 7 ball with the cue ball. You know?
Yeah, but where's the 2 ball gonna?
You have to hit it hard enough to get to the rail and out, but that's too wild. That's just too wild. I think he goes in on the cut.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to hit this hard. Good shot. Now where's the cue ball? Uh-oh. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, he's got the angle too. He can back cut the 4 on the side and hold the cue ball probably 2 rails. You get to about the bottom rail for the 5, which leads you from the 5 to the 6 as long as you don't get too close to the 5. He's going to be fighting with the speed here, I think. He's going to have to really roll this in delicately. Oh, great. Perfect. Perfect. Now we go forward with high right, and you got the 6, 7, 8. This looks like 8-8.
Dan's slapping his knee again here.
That knee is going to be, he's going to be limping after this match.
1 gets you 2, you know?
But, you know what? If Eric gets out and it's 8-8, you got to race to 3 for the cash, you know? I mean, it's anybody's game from there. You got to, momentum is definitely favoring Eric, but it's a race to 3, you know, on a 7-foot diamond with 600 plus players. So nobody's stealing, that's for sure. All right, so he's got a little angle here. Should be okay. You go 1 rail. The 9 in the bottom left corner. Just do a little bit of this type of action right here. A little high right. You could use low left. Yeah, he's using low left.
2 rails and out.
Yeah.
The 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, good shot. Perfect. And Eric's going to battle back here to tie it up. I said earlier his goal was to tie it up at 9, and he got there at 8. So he is on a great run right now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything if you don't get the win. So he still has some work to do. I'm sure he's thrilled, but the job's not done yet.
Right.
He's got to stay focused. All right, Eric to break here. Let's watch the wing ball, 7 ball, bottom left. No good, but he made the 6. And 2 balls a little funny.
Yeah. Might be able to, well, that 7 ball's big if he goes and draws his two rails and out down in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, he might be able to use low right and come like this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yep, I see it. I think that's
that
not
7
bad.
ball is big though if he doesn't hit it good.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be way up near the side pocket.
He could even use all left-hand English and just go 1 rail straight down. He's got options. That's what he's doing. Just 1 rail with left. Looks like he's going to get perfect. Look at this shot. Pretty good.
Nice shot.
Yeah, a little short, but... So what do you do with the 3? Does the 3 pass the 8? I don't know. It's pretty close. It would make his life a lot easier if it did, I'll tell you that. Normally you could use low left and come out this way for the 3 in the bottom left, but the 4 ball's blocking you here. He could go into the 4 and up for the 3 on the side, but you never like bumping balls. But sometimes you have to. Well, this might, if the 3 doesn't pass the 8, let's see. We're going to find out. All right, well, good shot there. Take another look at that one. Went into the 9, came out smelling like a rose here. Yeah.
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 Yep.
All right, so great look in the corner here. Draw back.
This would be a 2-pack if he gets out here, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, a little close to his work, but I think this will be okay. It's a pretty steep cut. He might have to go all the way up table for the 7 in the side, which there's nothing wrong with at all. There's no scratch or anything. He fell short, wow. Don't want to fall short there, but you could back cut it, go 3 rails with the cue ball pretty comfortably. The 9 might go in the side later in the rack if you have to. Because if he makes this and goes 3 rails and ends up like here, he might have to settle for the 9 in the side. So we're going to find out. This is missable. That didn't look like he put left on it.
No.
I think he was trying to check it up and with inside and hold it.
This is a makeable but missable shot, too.
Yeah, so is he just going to roll it in for the 9 in the side, or is he going to go above for the 9 in the same pocket? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Froze into the rail?
No, he can bridge this comfortably.
He's all right.
Yeah, but it's a very tough shot with the pressure, 8-8. This is a tough spot to be in here.
Yeah, he's a favorite to make it.
This is a tough shot.
Yeah.
Tough shot. Now, there's not really much of a scratch you have to worry about, so you're pretty much just focusing on making this 9. You don't want to slam it, you don't want to roll it, like medium speed. No good. But what's he going to leave? He's going to leave similar shot right back the other way.
Yep.
This one, I think, might be a little easier. But it's no picnic, that's for sure. This is a tough shot. Doesn't look like the scratch is in play. You just make it with high English. But you got to hit it good. These hang very easily. Hit it good.
Nice shot.
Nice
Dan.
shot, Dan. Stops the bleeding.
Yep.
Takes the lead back. He's never been trailing. He's just been leading or tied. So he's back to leading, 9-8. And as the momentum keeps swinging.
See if Dan can get a good break here.
Imagine he breaks and runs here. And
To
Eric's
get
like,
to the hill?
I just battled all the way back, 8-8, missed a 9, and then he made it and broke and ran. And
One will cost you 2, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, this game is, it's a tough game. It'll punish you.
Yep.
It can be a very cold-hearted game sometimes. And it can have some great highs, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It can have big highs and it can have big lows.
Yep.
High highs and low lows. All right, so let's pay attention to the orange 5-ball on the wing in the bottom left corner. Ronnie says, feeling a Dan break and run. Tony the Tiger says, let's go, Chemist, his Masters teammate.
The good break. Good
And
look at the one.
yeah, good look at the one. 2 ball's a little tough, though. You got to draw back.
Yeah,
You might
you
have to
gotta be
play the
careful.
short side.
Oh, look at this. Look at this bump. Oh, you got good. You got good. So I think he just goes 1 rail up towards the center of the table here. not too much work.
Yeah,
Stop
he's
shot, maybe a little draw 6 inches back, maybe right here.
he's in business here. He's in business. He might get his break and run. And Lucas is going to need it. So, yeah, he'll probably get it just so
Yeah.
Lucas wins. He's like the luckiest guy ever. Pete Brown predicting out. And you know what? I think you're right. I don't see anything stopping him. And he's got a nice pace going. He doesn't look rattled. He looks confident and determined. Doesn't look,
Just doesn't want to get...
Yeah. I don't like that body language, all the hand motion. But come on, Dan. This is, stay focused.
There you go. Nice shot.
Yeah, he's got a nice angle here to just come one rail up. He could go 2 rails around the 9. I just like 1 rail. Come up about center table where he is now. A little bit more to the left would be good. All right, don't. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So...
He's fine.
No,
He just go 2 rails and just
he's
take
fine.
the long shot.
He's fine. But, pressure will...
Yeah, see, there's no need to, you just take the long shot.
What if he's dead straight? If he's dead straight, he's in big trouble.
I don't think it doesn't look...
Yeah,
from here
it looks like he can get to the top rail and go 2 rails with high right, you're saying, right?
Right.
Yeah, I agree. But it's deceiving. I mean, he might be dead straight and he might have to just roll it in. Yeah, you see he was.
Yeah, take the long shot.
But it never should have been nearly this tough. It should have been tic-tac-toe. That's why he's so, he knows that he's playing with fire when he didn't have to. This is missable. He's a favorite to make it, but it's definitely missable. Good shot.
Nice shot.
Good. Kept himself composed.
What's up, Christy? She's out in St. Thomas saying what's up.
Yeah. St. Thomas, that must be nice. Have a good time out there.
Yeah. Yeah, Will says pressure burst pipes.
All right, so on the hill, 10-8. So Eric is like, are you kidding me? Yeah. I battled back. I tied him at 8. I missed a 9, 9-8. Then he broke and ran 10-8, and he might not even get back to the table.
So we've been predicting this whole match pretty much,
Yeah, pretty much.
So what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, I can't imagine that he's going to break and run. Yeah, it's just, pool is just not that easy. It would be way too convenient for a break and run. So, I mean, it'll probably go wrong right here, like within 2 shots.
3 balls going in a scratch.
Yeah, something like that. Goofy. Oh, yeah, that's usually happens.
Oh.
Yeah, see, congested out, everything messed up.
Not easy.
I mean, not terrible, but the 2 and 4 is just terrible. The 2 and 4 is big problems. And even the 5 to the 6 can be tricky. This is going to be... somebody's going to have to play a good safe here. Or somebody's going to hang a ball and give it up.
Yeah, and Eric's got to climb back into it here. Down by 2.
All right, so let's... I mean, this is runnable. Dan can make the 1. He can go left English, 2 rails and out to have a cut on the 2 down in the corner, which then provides the 3 there. And then he can roll forward for the 4 down there. I mean, this is runnable. It's tough, though. It's very tough. And he chose to come down here for some sort of safety.
Is he banking it cross side?
He might be able to just shoot it this way and have the cue ball come behind the 3, or even use low right and just stay behind the 5. That's probably what he's going to do. No, he's going forward. What's he doing? Oh, yeah, he's using the 3 ball. Good shot. And now it looks like the 4 might have a pocket past the 9. So he's solved, it looks like he solved one of the issues with the out, which was the 4 ball, and played safe at the same time. And that would be super productive. You know what? I don't think we've seen a single jump shot this set, have we?
No, we haven't. Nope. The odds that we will.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just surprised we haven't seen no jumps. Both of these players jump very well. I mean, this might even be a jumping spot here where you just jump the edge of the 3 You could even jump and nip the 2 and try to play the 9 with the cue ball.
For a righty, that's tough though.
Yeah, you
Being
gotta,
on that
yeah,
side
you
of the
gotta,
table,
you gotta
really be
twist.
sitting on the table. and-
Yeah, yeah, you're right. He's tying up the 3 and the 4. And why though? What if he shoots the 2-9 on you with ball in hand for the set? Oh, he moved the 2. Okay, that was smart. But now he's gonna have a look at the 3-9. Yeah.
Oh, with ball in hand.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna shoot the 2, and then yeah. All right. So I think Dan's gonna play the 2 here, and draw this way for the 3-9 in the top right corner for the set. And it lays pretty good. I mean, there's really no out.
Goes through foul him.
Nah, I think that 3-9 lays good enough where you just bet it all on that.
Yeah.
And you might, let's see how he falls on it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's not perfect, but pretty decent. Yeah, I don't know. This just he didn't fall too good on it. This is very missable. You think he makes it or misses it?
I think he makes it.
It's pretty coin flippish. It's probably the favorite. I don't like that speed.
You had to shoot it. Yeah, you had to give
Yeah,
us some
but
speed.
yeah, I don't want it
I
hanging
that
out.
because
Yeah.
now the 4 ball is just a.
Yeah.
Now it's a race to the 4.
Well, the 4 looks frozen to the rail, so it doesn't have to. It's harder than it looks to make the 4-9.
Yeah, set it up.
So, good safety there.
So, I mean, are you kicking this one rail?
Yeah, if he can get there, yeah. And I want to favor this side of it to send it, somewhere in this, either that way down table or just cut it down table. And you can even call the 9 because the cue ball might slide through and make the 9.
Yep.
And you want to hit it on the firmer side of life. Yeah, this is okay.
Oh yeah, you got nice.
Yeah, that's not terrible. So, I don't know. This is kind of funny where I don't know if you cut it in and roll it and get a look at the 4-9 or if you have to go back and forth a couple times. I think I don't know. This is pretty steep cut. And you don't want to just roll it because if you miss it, you hang it. And then, he doesn't want Dan to get up with a hanging 3 and then a swing at the 4-9. Yeah.
Right.
So I wouldn't blame him if he shot this firm and went back and forth a couple times. But you have to contest with the scratch in the side pocket. You'd hate to make it and scratch and give up a 4-9 combo with ball in hand.
Correct.
Or even a potential run out. This is tough. So he rolled it, and he hit it very well. And he's going to take a swing at this 4-9. So you can't just run the 4 down the rail.
Yeah,
it has to
doesn't
come.
work that way.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
you
to
have to-
come off the rail a little bit.
Yeah, it's just tough. Do you spin into the rail first and hit the 4? Or
No,
how do you
no.
play it?
I just
might not.
undercut it a little bit. You don't want to overcut it. You want to undercut it a little bit so the 4 ball leaves the rail. You know what I
So
mean?
hard,
You
yeah,
you
that's so
aim to
hard.
make it, and then you just undercut it a hair. I mean a hair, just a hair.
Definitely not easy.
Great, he hit it perfect.
Yeah, he did.
Hit that great. And 10-9. As the plot thickens. All right, so sweating in the chat now. Actually, I don't know. If Dan wins 11-9, is it a push, Tom, or do Or do you, who did you have? You had Eric +2? Oh, so you, yeah, do you win already now? Because you got to 9? Alright, so 3 ball? Nope. 1 ball? Yup. A look?
With a shot on the 2?
With a
yup.
shot? Yup. And the 6-7's a little goofy.
Goes, though.
What am I doing here? Oh, right here. Okay. Alright, crunch time. Oh, the 6 goes. I thought the 6 didn't go, but it does.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, so he's got a chance to get out. The how are you going to get a look at the 3, though? Where's he going to play the 3?
Side? Nope. Oh my god, I thought you missed it.
Oh, what is this? What was he thinking here? Eric Sikowski in the chat, break and run Eric Hill. He's got to get there first. Tom Shine, this is gross. Dan missing. Yeah, it happens. Remember, Eric does have a 45-point edge on him in a race to 11. I mean, that's tough, man. That's
2 or 3 games.
yeah.
Right?
That's supposed to be like probably 11-8 winner, maybe 11-9, something like that. Fargo R5 has a 5-4, so that's 10-8.
Yeah.
So it's either 10-8 or 11-8. Or I'm sorry, 11-8 or 11-9, one or the other. It's probably 11-8 favors Dan, 11-9 favors Eric.
Yep.
So it probably defaults to like 11-9. But anyways, so Eric might be playing the 3-6 combo. You play the 3 rail first into the 6. Or he played all safe. It looks like all safe to me. Now if you're Dan, you got to kick 1 rail.
Yeah.
And there's no reason you don't kick with some pretty decent speed, because you're probably not going to make the 6. It's frozen to the rail. You got to hit it just perfect.
Yeah, it's goofy.
Yeah, so I hit this probably on the firmer side of life here. Try to get some separation, maybe get lucky, and somehow this 5-7 comes. Yeah, I like that speed.
Oh, he made it.
Yeah.
Wow, good shot.
Look at this. Now 3-4-9 combo for the win. No. He's looking at it like, I could, but I don't think so.
The part about that is the 3.
All right, so he's got to look. He can back up the 3, but the cue ball is shooting kind of towards the corner. So you got to get, this is tricky. There's no, like, easy, safe. I mean, he could try to shoot the 3 down here and have the cue ball. Oh, he's calling it. He called the 9. How? He's going to shoot the 3-4-9? He's got to shoot the 3 on this side of the 4 to have the 4 come this way on the 9 to have the 9. I don't know. That's pretty wild. Oh, he didn't call the 9. He shot the 3 and he scratched.
He might be done now.
Wow.
Is it?
I don't know.
I thought it was Hill. I'm sorry.
No, 10-9, 10-9, Dan.
Big no-no.
So if you're Eric, do you play the combo or do you run out? I think
run out.
I think you run out. Yeah, you're 640, 636, I believe. You run out here. It's lousy. You got to go down table to up table to down table, but there's not many issues here. Actually, yeah, you just go up table and then back down table. That's all. Yeah, I like this right here. This is his 3rd different pattern he's looked at. This is the one I like. You shoot the 4 with some right hand English. You come out to, you go diamond to diamond basically, that middle diamond. And there's no scratch in play. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Got a little steep, but he's all right. Put some right hand English on it, throw the 5 in. And even if you come all the way down here for the 7, it provides you an angle to get to the 8, so no big deal. If you really wanted to, you can go up and down, but I don't think you have to. Oh, he missed it. Oh, so he was worried about, that 7 ball.
Far,
yeah, but so that was a big mistake. That could cost him.
Oh, man, now for Dan, how do you shoot this?
I like rail first here. I like rail first because it's going to slip you right past that 7.
You think you can get under it?
Yeah, you just go rail first with right. And you let the right slow do all the work for you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was on that.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And you don't want if he fell straight, he wouldn't like it. But it looks like he's going to be able to go forward with right and let the right do all the work. Go
could get
forward
tricky.
with.
This is not.
You got to put a good stroke on these.
Yeah, definitely.
The key is you got to let the right do the work. Too many people put too much follow on it, and the follow is counterproductive. Yeah, so he hit that perfect. See how that right really bit off the rail?
Sure did.
Look at that. It was a great shot, possibly for the win.
Pressure cooker.
Yeah, I mean, but this is right where you want to be because it's just natural. You just roll it in. He's looking like he's using a low right. Yeah, okay, no problem. And this is going to be for the win. Oh, Eric conceding it. Wow. What a great set that was. That was a great match.
Nice comeback, Eric.
Highs,
good shooting both of you guys.
Yeah, highs and lows. Dan jumped out to a big lead. And Eric battled back, tied it up 8-8. And then Dan pulled away at the end and got the cash. Thanks for joining in, guys. Kenny, thank you for commentary.
Thank you for having me. Good commentating.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the stream going, guys. I'm not sure if they're going to play another set, so I'm going to go to a ending scene here. You're going to be able to still see what's going on. Oh, wait a minute.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with it.
I'm going to leave it on, and you guys can check it out and see if they're going to play another set. And I'll be back if they are. If not, the stream will just end. But thanks for tuning in, and maybe I'll be back with you shortly.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and If you wanna feel those highs, you gotta go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination and weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard f***ing work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm because it's not finished until the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you tried hard enough, you're bound to come out on top, just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, you know, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, you know, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, you know, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
You know, as long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, you know, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. You know, those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh, God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination and weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard fucking work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you tried hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, you know, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, you know, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, you know, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
That's it for tonight, guys. No more second set. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.